Hey, it's Jason from Bohemia Bees, and we've got a package, and this package is from HillCo. Stay tuned, you're going to want to see what's in this box. Okay, so we ordered a solar wax melter from HillCo. We did a lot of research because we typically have been stubborn on purchasing one of these because we didn't feel we couldn't make one. We're all about trying to be handy and make things. But when we saw the video online, the review of this HillCo solar wax melter, and when we saw the price from John Hill at HillCo, it just made sense. We have so much comb that we use from cutouts to various other, we got tubs of it. You can see sitting over there on the ground, that we're gonna work through this solar wax melter, and we're gonna test it out. But it looks to be pretty good quality. So let's unpack this thing and get it set up. All right, so we've unpacked the solar wax melter, and you can see it comes with all the various pieces you need. It looks like good quality. The packaging, it was really well done. Nothing's damaged. The tote seems to be very sturdy. Everything that seems here, it even gives you the drip pan for the wax. Everything is good to go. The one thing it was missing, John, is a small instruction sheet. However, the power of the internet, we're gonna put a link in the description below, down there, and we're gonna show you a link of how this is put together, and we'll assemble it as well so you can see. But our job is really to show you how we set this thing up. So let's get to work. Okay, so the first step in setting this up is we've got our drip pan. This is where the wax is gonna go when it's melted. This is a hanger that sits on the back. All of the components of this are stainless steel, so it won't rust, which is great. Also good for food, but typically not a big major issue if it isn't. Just don't want it to rust. There's this tray. This is the tray that goes in the inside that it will lay wax will sit on, that it will drip down. We're now gonna take this rod and this grate, and we're going to put it through this hole, and we're going to wrap that grate with this paper towel so that it has a filtration, additional filtration than just that strainer that comes through, and you'll see how that looks when we get it set up. So let's go ahead and put it through this hole. It'll go through the holes on this tray and go through the other side. So let's get to work putting that together. Okay, so we've set our wax melter up. You can see what we did. We have the tray down the bottom. This is sitting on the back hinge, the post with the strainers in the middle, and I have a piece of shop cloth wrapped around that strainer. Hopefully that won't gum it up. We're going to try that out just to hopefully get a better strain of wax, cleaner wax. Didn't do the full coverage, so maybe it will still get some particulates through on the ends, but we're going to try it out. This is our first attempt with this, see how we do. We're facing in the sun up there, the bright sun. It's going to come down and melt our wax. We've got our bag of wax that we had pulled from a recent cutout. We're going to load it up. We're going to fill this pan down here with some water. Now, I'm just using distilled water. It can be regular tap water, but I'm only putting enough of that pan to create a layer for it to land in. That's all you need right there. Maybe a little too much in there, but that water will help the wax when it melts down there to get hardened and not stick to the pan. That's also what we do typically when we have our own wax melting set up. Let's go ahead and put this wax and load it up and then get her started. Okay, so you can see we've loaded this thing up with comb. There's some honey still left on some of the comb. Bees are cleaning that up. I'll push them out of here before we close this thing up. But we have some normal beeswax comb. We have some brood comb. Some drone comb up here. Look, there's even a wax moth in there. They're gonna die off too, hopefully. But we're gonna get this closed up, see how this does. We kind of packed it to see, not as tight as we normally would, but we're gonna test this out, see how the different ones. Now this kind of comb right here will melt down completely. The comb that's dark like this, that was brood comb, will have little, almost like chrysalis cells or cells that are left over afterwards, and the wax is between them, and they'll melt through. So you'll see that'll be the gum that's left over that we got to clean out. But we're going to go ahead and close this up, let the sun do their business.
2 hours later.
Okay, it's been about an hour, maybe 2 hours later. We're coming out and check on it. I'm going to lift the lid. As you can see, we definitely have a good solid melt. What you see up here is the comb chrysalis, and when you touch them, look, see how they just fall apart? Because they don't have any more wax inside them. So there's the cocoon or casing that's in the brood. And all the wax really is just melting through, coming down here and filtering. And you can see we got a good drip of wax down here. A couple of wax moth larvae fell down in there, but we'll clean them out. But that's good. But this beautiful wax, as you can see in here, clean, nice and golden yellow. And that's the point of what we're trying to do. Get some honey drippage right here, which is really nice. We'll filter that out too. We're going to clean this one out, load it back up, and continue on. Well, there you go, folks. That is the HillCo wax melter that we picked up. Again, you could make one of these wax melters, but for the price you pay for this setup, the quality of the product, the packaging, the shipping, you can't beat it. I mean, you can buy some raw materials and build your own, but it's just as a quality unit. It allows you to melt your wax down, your burr comb, your brood comb, anything you put in there. So I really, really like it. Naturally, anything that touches wax really can't be used for anything else, and that's really why this thing is made to be a wax melter solely. So we're gonna go ahead and load it back up, continue the process, continue to melt down some wax that we reuse in the apiary. We use wax to roll on our frames to re-wax them. We also take the wax, we make candles. So it's a good use, reuse to some of the old comb. And that's really the benefit of having a wax melter. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to pick one of these up, we'll put a link in the description below to where we got ours at HillCo. We did purchase the product, so we were not given this product. So this was our unbiased and endorsement of a pretty quality, good product from John over at HillCo. Make sure you check them out, and then check out another video on our channel here at Bohemia Apiary, where beekeeping for us is, well, it's definitely more than a hobby. Thanks for watching, everyone.